know it may take time and more effort and it will feel hard and expansive in the moment, we are capable of change. We are capable of change. Picking up the pieces on a summer night, I didn't know that I would feel just like my heart's on fire. So today was the first real day of my 90-day challenge, which I'm so excited about. And I woke up very early this morning. Someone is down for their nap right now. So if I'm being quiet, that's why. But I woke up at, I honestly woke up at 4:45 this morning. I have my alarm set for 5, but I woke up at 4:45. I moved Miss Ma'am into bed with Dad, and she gets up around 6 now, but I got up, and honestly, one of the things on my list is to make my bed first thing in the morning every day, and that's not in my normal flow right now. So I got into the shower, and in the shower I realized, oh shoot, I didn't make my bed. So when I got out of the shower, I did my skincare, I put this nice dress on, and then I made my bed immediately. And I came upstairs. Heliana, Haley, hi queen. I came upstairs and I put an AirPod in, and I did one of our guided meditations from like Honey, and I did our little journaling prompts. So I did our 11-minute Magic Mommy morning rituals, and it just felt so good. It's a little bit later in the morning now. What time is it even? Let's see. It is 7. So she was only up for about an hour, and then she went right back down. So she used to get up around like 8:30 and then switched over to like a 6 time, and now it seems like she's kind of blending the two back together. So whatever works for her, man. My dress is from Target. I have my coffee, and my current go-to coffee, you guys, I'm so simple. I really just love some almond milk and stevia. I'm going to sit down and plan out the day a little bit, get some details ironed out. I need to send my assistant some emails and messages of things that need to get done. I have a collaboration that finally got finalized, and I have to look at the contract that I'm very excited about, and I 1000% manifested. And something we did recently actually was we changed up the living room. I have it coming up in a vlog that we talk about it, but I changed up the living room. I moved the rocking chair out here. We recently got this huge rug. We moved the furniture all around, and I did this to literally support like feeling better in our home. I found that like with Lila's walker everywhere, obviously we installed the baby gate so she can't like get down there, but like moving the rocking chair out here, so for contact naps, I have a little station set up over there, which I'll probably do like a TikTok or a reel or something on. But having my rocking chair out here where she likes to contact nap most of the time, her little walker can go all around. She obviously is a crawling baby now, so having her on the carpet, she really loves that, or the rug, sorry, and just having everything be set up in a way of I feel better. And when I say that, I mean that the house was almost set up before we had baby, and it felt very much like stuck. It felt crammed. It felt like energy was just getting built up. So I want you really like to look around your house also in the sense of like, is this set up for me to feel good? Or do I look at things and I feel stressed? Like, is there too much clutter around my living room? Calling myself out. Another awful habit that I got into was falling asleep to the iPad before bed. And you know, all of my girlfriends tell me that when I share with them like what shows I like, they're like, I never would have guessed that. The show that I was addicted to was Naked and Afraid. I love survival shows. I think they're amazing. But what I have switched that out for is reading before bed. And it sounds boring, it sounds whatever, but I have either been reading like a steamy, juicy romantic novel, which is so fun to go to bed to, I have to tell you. Like, filling your mind with that fun, dreamy energy is like, it's just hot. Like, it's so romantic, hot mom energy, we love it. Or a book that I'm really loving right now is the Raising Good Humans book. I think every parent should read parenting books. I think the same way of like, I love reading relationship books, books on communication, books on self-help, like improving ourselves, improving our relationships, improving our parenting skills, like especially gentle parenting, mindful parenting skills. I think that for a while it was almost like embarrassing for people to talk about it, right? Like reading self-help books or reading love books. And it's like, it is beautiful to want to improve your life. It is beautiful to want to improve yourself and like be really tapped in. So I have been loving this book, Raising Good Humans. And I also really love the book Rewilding Motherhood, as we know. Sweet friends, my spiritual hot gals, my spiritual hot moms, welcome to the second part of this video. So I have my planner here, and I have just been, I've just been really going over and grounding into the energy of all of these habits and really new things that I'm going to be following. So I, of course, will have the podcast linked down below with my Hot Mom daily checklist that I love to do with some of the things that I know make me feel good. And over the next 90 days, it really is showing up for these things. And even if I don't hit it perfectly every single day, it's knowing that that's the intention, that that is the goal. And I think also part of this challenge, also part of Hot Mom Summer, is really having that compassion, having that like empathy for yourself of you're still a human learning this new way of being and really integrating this new way of being in the way of it's not coming naturally right away, and that's okay because we're still aiming for the goal. Some progress is better than no progress, and I feel like a lot of the time what happens is we want to make these life changes, we want to really create this new way of being, we want to create this new version of ourselves, and we get thrown off just the tiniest little bit, and then we just drop everything instead of like picking up the pieces that we have really like gotten great at, and we just drop all of it. So I want to share with you guys some of the things over the next 90 days that I am doing to change my life, and I hope you'll be doing some of them with me. And the first thing is going to sound so simple, but I want to remind you guys, it is the simplest things that we overlook. It is the simplest things that we overlook. We don't give them enough power in the miracles in our life that they create. And the first thing is simply to make my bed every morning. And I mean like first thing. I mean first thing when I'm out of bed, making the bed. And that is creating momentum throughout your day. There's this really great book called Make Your Bed. The guy who wrote it has this amazing speech. I'll leave it down below. It's very masculine, very divine masculine, but I really love it. I found it to be just very beautiful to listen to. So I'll leave it down below. Give it a listen while you like kind of do your future self 15, and I promise it's amazing. So the first thing is to make your bed. And the reason that I chose that is to create the momentum throughout the day. And I speak about this on the podcast a lot, but it's these little micro shifts throughout our day of doing something to make our future self feel good, doing something our future self will thank us for. When I make my bed and then I go upstairs and I come back downstairs, whether it is to get baby or to, grab laundry or whatever it may be, get dressed, I always feel so much better when I see that my bed is made. And then of course we have our Magic Mommy morning rituals, which only takes 11 minutes, and I teach that in Like Honey in May. And basically it is a very potent, powerful, quickie morning practice of journaling, meditation, and an affirmation practice kind of all together, and just having that time to really fill up my cup first. And with that comes waking up at 5 a.m. So I am naturally someone who wakes up very early. Normally my body wakes up on its own between 4:30 and 5:30. So kind of just having my little internal clock now know that I'm waking up at 5 a.m. and that's pretty much when I wake up. That is going to be another thing. Not only waking up early, but then getting right and flowing into those tasks of making the bed and then coming upstairs, grabbing my coffee, starting my just magic morning mommy practice to fill up my cup first, to make sure that, my needs are taken care of. I'm checking in with myself, I'm looking at my goals, I'm looking at my vision board, and I'm really aligning my energy for the day. And that is the most important thing. Something that I found in motherhood is it's very easy to keep putting yourself and your needs and your wants at the bottom of your to-do list. And when we keep doing that, it's almost like the people who get the most of our energy, we get almost resentful towards. And that is forever my goal, to honor my own needs, because it's no one else's job, especially my partner or my daughters, to check in with me. It's nobody else's job to take care of me. Next thing is the Future Self 15, and I talk about this nonstop. If you guys want to see a vlog all about my whole morning ritual, my whole morning routine, and the Future Self 15, let me know. But the Future Self 15 is taking 15 minutes and getting ready. And I like to call it my little hot mom uniform, whether it's a matching set, an active set, or one of my favorite dresses. I have a mom uniform in my head, a hot mom uniform that I know makes me feel good that I know I can just throw on. I did want to share with you guys a little tip that I've been doing. Obviously, this one is a dress. This dress is from Target and it has pockets, but I want to share with you guys something I do in my closet that really has been helping me with the Future Self 15. And that is when I get these matching sets, I hang them together. And I know that sounds silly. I know that sounds obvious, but I want to remind you that a lot of the time when we're making changes, when we are like changing our life and like trying to improve things, it's the simplest things that we slip up. And sometimes we are needing to just support ourselves in the easiest way possible. And it could be like a beautiful inner child healing moment for all of us to support ourselves. So literally hanging this either in the bathroom, the outside of my closet, so I can just take it into the bathroom, change into it, and I have the whole outfit. And I also really love dresses because it's one piece. It's one piece. Also, I've really been into like jumpsuits instead because like leaning over, trying to pick up Lila, chase after, you know, the crawling crustacean now. Because I think that when you're starting out, what feels really good is to just choose a few different colors. And people made fun of me about this for years, but I stuck to like neutral, white, tans, like different beige colors, and now everything matches. Most things that you guys see when you're like, oh, where's that set from? It's not a set at all. They're just all the same colors, so I can wear all my clothes together or like layered, and it's no big deal. So choosing a few colors or a few different like palette sort of things that you really like, and knowing that you can wear all of it, and know that you don't have to go out and like spend hundreds and thousands of dollars. Literally go to TJ Maxx, buy 3 dresses or like 3 little matching sets from Target, and you're done and you're set and you're fine. And it automatically adds just a little bit of extra pizzazz and sparkle to my day, where I look forward to creating content. I look forward to work. I look forward to taking client calls. I look forward to like just getting into the flow of the day. And so taking the Future Self 15 and really elevating that. So today it was not only putting on a dress, but it was also doing my full skincare routine and brushing my hair. And you know, some days that will be makeup, but a big intention for me for 2022 was skincare over makeup, about really like appreciating my skin and really loving myself for all that I am. And it's just I love it. It gets to be special to like feel comfortable filming and feel comfortable showing up for myself, knowing that like I can put the time and energy that I put into myself that I give everyone else so freely. So the Future Self 15 for me every day is taking those 15 minutes and just putting that time into myself. And whether it's doing my makeup or doing skincare or having a quick shower, and then the Future Self 15 also I do at night, and that's more of like a speed clean, and that has been seriously game changing for like my mental health and my anxiety, of just like really making sure that everything is in order for the next day, making sure that like I'm setting myself up for success the next day, making sure if I have, you know, things to be done, it's like I kind of am already aware of them. So it's not like I'm waking up and then my nervous system is like flooded with all these things I have to do or trying to clean up from the day before, and I just get to wake up and be peaceful and feel good. The next 2 things are very fitnessy related, and the first one is 10,000 steps a day, and the second one is just eating well. And you know, I can go in very specific about diet and like all that sort of stuff, but I feel like we all have an idea of what eating well is for us. And for me, what that looks like is I fell into the habit of snacking so much before bed. I fell into the habit of eating out a lot. I fell into the habit of, I am such a salty snack person. Like I was just having so many chips, so many crackers, so many just like things that didn't make me feel good. So really focusing on eating at home, eating whole foods, and cooking for myself and my family. And I love cooking in the kitchen with Lila. I always say like, shrimp's in the kitchen with mom, Lila's in the kitchen with mom. So we love cooking together. So doing more of that and focused on what I'm putting into my body, as well as just really cutting out the crap. Cutting out the crap, baby. You know what I mean? I talked about this in the last video, but I always said like, oh, I just want to have fun. Like, I just want to go out and like feel good and, you know, have some like treat myself. But treating myself is not like eating things or drinking alcohol that I know is going to make me feel like shit later. So that's just the tea on that. And having that self-awareness was very big for me. And then the 10,000 steps is just, I always feel better. I sleep better. I work better. I have better ideas. I feel so much like more mental clarity. The last best things is to spend an hour outside every day with Lila, my daughter, and to take her on walks and go to the park. And, you know, in where we live, we're just in nature. We're around trees. There's, you know, about 45 minutes, an hour away, I found like a little, what's that called? Like baby animal petting zoo. I found an animal sanctuary. Like just getting outside and spending time with her and letting her experience life with her, just her gentle soul. As a baby, I think that, you know, sometimes in our head, we're like, oh, they're not going to remember. Oh, they don't even know. And it's like, no, they do. Like seeing the excitement on her face when I take her to the lake and she gets to see life, and like her sensory activity is everything going on. Like it just is so beautiful and fun to me. So I really, this 90-day challenge is not just about myself. It's not just about, you know, the postpartum baby weight. It's not just about losing weight or anything like that. It is a full mind, body, soul experience about showing up for a life that I want and to be the woman that I want to be, and to feel confident in the choices that I'm making, and to really hold this energy of being proud of who I am and the mother that I am. And that starts with making decisions really as the version of yourself that you want to be, the next level self, as I always call it, tapping into your inner goddess to unapologetically create a life you love and be someone that you love. So over these next 90 days, it's going to be so fun. It truly is going to be fun. And with our hot mom uniforms, and I think just getting into the flow of finding things that you know that work. I think a lot of the time, and I didn't go too much into the diet aspect, but knowing too that like what worked for my body before doesn't necessarily work or feel good now. I used to be very like plant-based. I used to eat mainly plant-focused, which I still have tons of plants in my diet, but now it's knowing that like, okay, actually too many processed carbs now make me tired. It used to be too much meat would make me tired. And now knowing it's like very interesting to see these changes in my body. Some absolute staples that we have been having in the house are baby carrots, zucchini, broccoli, peppers, little snacking cheeses, olives and feta, and these little like peppers in here, and a prepped protein of some kind. This is the pollo asada chicken, obviously, shredded Brussels sprouts, and just having easy things to grab, right? So like I can put this on a little plate. I can eat it with like all of these things. I've really been obsessed with pepperoncinis right now. Don't ask, I don't understand, but I've been all about it. And like taking the little peppers, and I've been doing, you know, stuffing them with chicken, and just trying to really listen to my body and eat things that feel good. And eating more protein has been game changing for my body. You are forever growing and evolving. You are forever growing and evolving. And like, you don't have to stay in this one place that you were. You are not stuck. We can make changes. And even though it may take time and more effort, and it'll feel hard and expansive in the moment, we are capable of change. We are capable of change, even when it feels hard and like you're stuck in the muck of it, of feeling like you're in this autopilot way of being. And that's just kind of how I feel. Like I fell into this little loop of almost just like going through the motions, and now it's like bringing presence to my whole life and not just one area. My whole life, not just one area. So I am so excited. It is going to be so amazing, so fun. Make sure to let me know what vlogs you guys want to see and what more detailed micro stuff you want. I am just so excited. Make sure to subscribe to the podcast. We are going to be talking all about this on there also, as well as our MarissaLace and Spiritual Hot Mom Shit Instagram. But I love you guys so much. I'm gonna go finish my coffee, and Shrimp and I have a little bit of a play date today, so that'll be so fun. And I actually have a client call in like 20 minutes, so Mama needs to prepare for that. I love you. Make sure to subscribe if you are not. I will have a link down below to join our monthly membership for Like Honey for May. And I just love you guys to pieces. This is going to be life-changing for all of us. I'm so excited.